Here we are at Orange County Airport. There's going to be a big air show today. Everybody's socially distancing in their cars. We have to bring our own food, alcohol, and everything else. And this is what Cali airplane is. That's why we knew about it, because there's a TFR. And there's a windsock and Luis in the back there, and we brought our own supplies. And this is the runways. I normally do an ILS into here. Okay, well, it doesn't start for a while, but we got here. Well, still here at the Orange County, New York Air Show. It's not started yet. Wear our mask while we're out here wandering around. Going back to Luis's car.
Orange County, New York. Welcome. County. Boy, do we have an air show for you. Throughout, after yesterday's little rain out, we've got everything planned great for you right today. So don't leave. I'm going to give you some housekeeping tips. But first of all, let's say welcome to everybody and welcome to the man that's responsible for putting all this together. And I'm talking about the chairman of the New York International Air Show. Here's Mr. Brian Lilly. Brian?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Larry. And hey, everybody, welcome to the Geico Drive-In edition of the New York International Air Show. We had a big pivot this year. We've adapted, and we've been able to put a show and put an opportunity together for all of you to come out here today and enjoy our military, our civilian performers, headlined by our U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds. Who's excited to see the Thunderbirds today? I just want to say a quick thanks. Thank you first to all of you for coming out, for your resilience. For those that joined us yesterday, came back today, thank you for your patience. We're so excited that Mother Nature decided to attend our planning meeting, and we got some beautiful weather. And I want to say a shout out to all of our volunteers. I want to say a shout out and a thanks to the New York State Police, to everybody at Orange County and Orange County government. They all make this possible. So thanks to all of you. And I want to introduce the man here in Orange County, your Orange County executive, Steve Newhouse. Steve, thank you so much, and it's just an honor to be here today.
Thank you, Brian, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to Orange County. I want to give a special shout out to all the first responders that made a big difference and helped us get through the last 7 months.
Oh, say, can you see like a dawn light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
That's Janet Ross, ladies and gentlemen, and now in front of you is Mr. Michael Whiskus in the Lucas Oil Pit Special, climbing high in the sky, shoulder rolling that airplane all the way up and then pulling over the top. This is a very, very small airplane. It's an S1, but it has been highly modified by Mr. Mike Whiskus. Weighs only about 1,100 pounds. It's got over 300 horsepower out in front of that cockpit. And Michael makes it do things that you will not believe. Watch him now as he forms in what he calls the sinker. What you're seeing here now, ladies and gentlemen, is just a very, very short tease of what he's going to do this afternoon when we present his full package. He flies free. He has a written routine, but he never flies it because, Larry, when I get out there and I start looking at what I feel. So he is a freestyle aerobatic demonstration pilot, and he does it so well. I'll tell you, when he started, 10 years old, his dad took him to an air show, and he was so impressed by that, he wanted to do it. So for the next 2 weeks in a row, he rode his bicycle out to the airport every single day, begging the airport manager to give him a job. Anything, filling the airplanes with fuel, sweeping out the hangar, taking out the rest. He just wanted an aviation. And, of course, he was too young to be hired, but about 4 years later, he was hired, and that's how he got his start in aviation. And some 26,000 hours later, and so many different kinds of airplanes, you're seeing the product of Mr. Mike Whiskus. Flies for corporate America as well as keeping a full-time air show schedule. And look at this. Right back behind the tree is now a series of shoulder games. Mike started a program called I Can in conjunction with his air show. Urges young kids and youth to participate in any kind of aviation if they've got the desire that he had. Smoke you see coming from the airplanes today, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with it, it's a very lightweight corpus oil, right upside down. Now, the negative forces in there, the G's are trying to throw him outside the cockpit, let him drop right through the canopy, but he's strapped in there with a 5-point harness, in addition to his seatbelt, and of course he's also wearing a parachute. But we'll tell you more about G-forces a little bit later on, but they can be really punishing. Mike does his mosquito run for you. I'll try to ask our air boss, George Klein from Charlotte, North Carolina, when Michael might do a mosquito run for us. The mosquitoes hate that corpus oil. Look at this. This is the high alpha. That's a high alpha. Extremely difficult to accomplish. Center, look at that. Up we go now. Mike Whiskus gonna run out of airspeed. Now watch, he's gonna turn that airplane into a helicopter. Watch him sit up there. Airplanes are not supposed to do this. Using all the power that he's got, just setting up there. Now the nose comes down and it continues flying the Pit Special. Right down behind the trees there, checking out the property. Tandem-placed jet used by the Russian Air Force for basic pilot training. And here he is from the right, the L-39 from Larry Labriola. When it was built, this airplane was about $3 million, built by a company called Aerobatics, and they built nearly 2,000 of these. primary Russian trainer, like I said. Look at this giant loop. He's got the speed up on that, so he can do that. Big old giant barnstormer's loop. But anyway, like I said, it was the primary Russian trainer for many years. 17-year-old kids joining the Air Force with no flying experience would be put in this jet, and that's where they got their training. It is, and I can speak from experience because I have flown this with Larry before. It is relatively easy to fly airplane, and it is easy to maintain. 2 seats, not a very big airplane. It's only about, the wingspan's a little over 39 feet on it. It's got 1 turbofan engine in it, single turbofan. And it could fly up to about 475 knots. Cruising along, though, like he's doing today, it's a little over 300 knots. Here's Larry in from the left now. Watch closely as Larry does a Cuban 8 maneuver. Watch now as he gets down to the right side of our aerobatic box. He'll start back pressure on the stick. There we go, up. And we'll go up and over the top. And then on the 45 down line, as he spies show center, he's going to roll that airplane back to the upright, crossing show center at exactly the point that he started this maneuver. All right, down the backside there, rolling the airplane back to the upright now. That's 1/2 of the Cuban 8. If we didn't have any wind and the smoke would stay up there, after he finishes this maneuver, you would see a perfect 8 in the sky out there. Larry is a landscape contractor, owner and pilot of the airplane called Race 39. He races this at Reno every single year. And cutting grass at the homes of the rich and the famous and at corporate parks has financed most of his flight training. To handle the fuel burn of this airplane, it's not something that comes easy. 200 gallons every hour. And if you multiply that by jet fuel, which is $6 or $7 an hour, you can see how much it costs to maintain this. He started flying back in 1969, and now he has over 6,700 hours. Holds an ATP, what we call an air transport pilot's license for airplanes, single, multi-engine land and sea, and he has type ratings in several different types of airplanes. Up he goes, ladies and gentlemen, for the barrel roll. Now watch him as he puts in left aileron and a little bit of left rudder, and now rolls it out, correcting with right rudder and left aileron. The barrel roll. If there was a big barrel lying on the side out there, you would get to see a big.
Pitching for the Geico Skydivers, number 1, Boss Larry Orkin. Number 2, Chris C.T. Thomas. Number 3, Mark Gooch Canucci. Number 4, Mike Shooter-Brocky. Number 5, Steve Sky King Summers. And number 6, Tom Lawman Daly. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2020 Geico Skydivers Air Show team. Geico and the Geico Skydivers would like to thank you for supporting.
Since 9/11, your United States Air Force has provided over 900,000 air missions in support of today's fight, guaranteeing our joint forces freedom to attack, freedom from attack, and freedom to maneuver. However, our potential adversaries have not sat by idly. Instead, they have developed increasingly capable fighter aircraft and surface-to-air missile system, potentially putting our freedoms in harm's way. The F-22 Raptor is the answer. With its stealth, super cruise, precision weapons engagement, and fully integrated avionics, the F-22 ensures our ability to provide air dominance worldwide for the United States and our allies. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to describe the unique history of what you're about to watch. In 1997, the leaders of Air Combat Command assembled a select group of retired military and civilian performers to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the United States Air Force. In 2010, the Air Force Heritage Flight Foundation joined with the United States Air Force to keep this popular program flying. From this gathering was born the Heritage Flight, a unique visual representation of the Air Force history from the days of the Army Air Corps to the present. What started out as a one-time event has grown in popularity and demand, and now Heritage Flights are performed in air shows and special events in the United States and around the world. Please turn with me now and watch as this rare formation approaches from behind the crowd and to the right.
Serve their country in the sky with a grateful heart and watchful eye.
Major Gunderson with the inverted. Captain Christian Wolf with the opposing roles. The P-51 Mustang with the snow. And Mr. Jim Beasley with the snow. And finally, Major Gunson with his last pass with the tactical pitch. She put on the brake lights because she slid. Give it up for the P-51 Mustang with the high speed pass. There's a race once again with the high speed pass.
situation in combat due to the adversary's reduced ability to detect the
Thunderbirds.
As we fly for you today, we are proud to represent America's Air Force. We lead the fight for innovation and unparalleled brilliance. We are the most complete Air Force on the planet. To create a mirror image in their trademark Calypso ass. From the left, Whiskus are 2 and Major Trevor Aldridge, Major Michael Brewer, and the drum band to fly off our slot.
What's this? 1 point roll.
2020 Thunderbirds and the inspirational Delta Burst.
Us now to account for the blowing wind. Jumper is away, and you can see him with the smoke emanating from that canister strapped to his boot. 2 jumpers away. 3rd jumper is away. And our 4th jumper is now away, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, you can see those ram air parachutes. They're already open. They're rectangular in size. Very controllable. You have a toggle on the left side and a toggle on the right side. If you want to turn right, you reach up, grab that right toggle, and pull down on it. And that sort of collapses one side of the parachute. It allows you to turn right. And if you watch them very carefully when they land, they will pull abruptly on both of those toggles. That causes the rear of the parachute to fall under, much like a stall on an airplane for a stand-up landing. Coming down is the head coach, Tom Thunderbirds. He is in the lead. Number 2 is Sergeant Austin, the team's parachute rigger, Lawson. Third in the stack is Colonel Jason Holler, representing the United States Military Academy Corps of Cadets. And finishing the stack today and jumping in our nation's colors is the team's OIC, or the officer in charge, Captain Arthur Murray. Lakota instantly being flown by CW3 Josh Bozak and CW4 Dylan Ferguson. Happy that they could provide the helicopter for us today. Watch now as they make their way towards the Earth. They will fly a pattern very similar to an airplane. They've already done a wind penetration check. Now they'll fly a base and then a turn final into the wind, just like an airplane. Made his final turn there into the wind. You can see him handling those toggles, steering left and steering right. Now pulled out abruptly and a beautiful stand-up landing. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for Tom Thunderbirds?
Now, if you look behind you, as the Skydivers approach in our line abreast pass, we use this formation to type our 1,000 foot high messages and symbols in the sky. These messages can be seen 6 to 8 miles long and are visible for 15 miles in any direction. Now look behind you, and this is a close-up of how we deliver their unique messages as we skydive the American flag for you. In order to be more maneuverable, these large formation has to collapse into a tighter, more agile shape. Watch as they smoothly transition from their line abreast formation to a delta formation. Now that they're reformed, you'll get a chance to see the delta formation as you appreciate the beauty of 6 classic World War II aircraft in a tight formation. If you look closely, you might spot the Gecko riding along with the team. Search the team's YouTube channel for the Gecko Airshow commercial to see how his first flight really went. Maneuvers back toward the show center, they must always be aware of any potential threats to their safety in a hostile aerial environment. Here is one method of reacting to a threat that's behind them or at their 6 o'clock position. Watch as the smoke comes on to create a smoke screen and get ready for a high-energy defensive maneuver. This is our 6-plane implosion. Watch as they quickly turn into each other to confuse their attacker. Coming at us from straight ahead, these two brick formations offer better situational awareness and more maneuverability than larger formations. Closing it up on 320 miles an hour. Here they come, right at each other. Who's gonna blink first? Now as you can see, the souls beat up into each other, trying to gain an advantage. Looks like Wing Solo got the edge by going a little bit higher. Now he wins the advantage by turning low and inside into the guns position. As he maneuvers to take that shot, Lead Solo is forced to find an unpredictable pattern in order to reverse, escape, or face the possibility of getting shot down. This is called a guns jig. With a quick tactical maneuver, Lead Solo forced an overshoot. In an instant reversal, he went from defensive to offensive. The hunted is now the hunter as they pursue each other off towards those supercharged rescue bogies on their tail. This is the Whiskus Solo.
This is the MX airplane, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it can take all sorts of punishment, and you're going to see Scott Francis put it through its paces. Here we go! Pull! Look at the abrupt maneuverability of the MX airplane. Aileron rolling that airplane all the way to the top and then falling off. He's going to bring it back around, ladies and gentlemen, and show you what this airplane can do. All right, straight down with the smoke on, rolling it towards Mother Earth here. And about now starts about a 5G pullout. Gets to show center. And a very, very smooth pull coming up over the top. Upside down now, looking down at the crowd. Gets a little forward pressure and now starts back straight to complete this big giant loop up there. Aileron rolls all the way to the inverted, now pulls over the top. Right down to show center now, look. 4-point hesitation roll. Very, very sharp and very, very close to the inverted. They're now outside push. Negative G's trying to throw him outside of the cockpit. He's strapped in there with that 5-point hooker harness. Wearing the parachute as well. Up over the top, still inverted. We'll start back down. Scott, sponsored by Weather Radiation, Tempest Aviation Products, Skydivers for supporting him throughout the air show season. 2003, after flying straight level for about 18 years, he said, that's enough of that. I want to do something a little bit more exciting. So he said, I'm going to start taking aerobatics. And that's just exactly.
I used to do aerobatics.
Level aerobatic competition, flying at 5 to 6 contests each year. He started performing in air shows back in 2006. And in a flying circus in Bealton, Virginia, where he still performs most Sundays between May and October each year. So he bills the hours, ladies and gentlemen.
And I'm Shavak.
Like I said, the MX is an all carbon fiber airplane. Look at the flat spin there. No power. Now listen as he adds the power to pull out. There it comes. 355 horsepower. All carbon. And it can withstand anything that Scott Francis had put it through. And he does it so beautifully, so powerfully, and so gracefully too. Look at the inverted climb now. Negative G's. If you're not familiar with G's, you and I are generating 1 G as we stand here on the ground. If a pilot pulls 5 G's, that means that he is being subjected to 5 times his own weight, pushing him down the seat. That is for positive G's.
Wow, I lost it there.
Tend to make the blood run out of the upper torso down into the legs, and if you're not G tolerant or used to it, you'll black out. And negative G's then are just the opposite. Blood drains from your legs and goes to your head to bulge out with too much blood inside. So these aerobatic pilots, they go through a lot of training to be prepared for those G forces. We call it G tolerance. And if you're not ready for it, you can go out like a light. Here comes Scott back in once again. Coming to show center. Maneuver, like I said. Left aileron top or right rudder. Airplanes aren't supposed to fly like that. Scott Francis can do it each and every time. Points it right back down towards Mother Earth to show center. Listen to the speed, Bill. Now watch. Nice smooth pull. Right up into a beautiful blue hole and over the top. Now, snap roll once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times.
I used to do those.
Big barnstormers, big blue centers. Snap rolls on the top. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I talked to Scott earlier and I asked him if it would be all right if we could go to the cockpit. Scott, you got me, friend? How's the air up there today? Is it smooth or you have a rough ride? But you are looking terrific in that MX, and been talking about, geez, want to demonstrate one for us? All right, copy, and we'll hand it back over to George. All right, here we go. He's going to show you, see what 10 Gs might look like. This airplane can withstand almost anything that Scott Francis can throw at it, for sure. All right, here we go. There we go. 10G turn. Incredible. More passes. Scott will be finished. And then it'll be time for some noise and some speed. Inverted. Just hanging there, enjoying the scenery. Once again, thanks to WTVQ.
We'd like to welcome you to the New York International Air Show. I'm F-22 Demonstration Superintendent and the voice of the F-22 Raptor, Master Sergeant Emmanuel Knowlton from Anthonyville, Arkansas. As proud members of Air Combat Command's 1st Fighter Wing, located at Joint Base Langley Eustis in Hampton, Virginia, it is my distinct pleasure to describe for you a capability demonstration by the world's most technologically advanced 5th generation fighter aircraft in the world.
Coming from Stewart, over that way.
It supports our Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, and allies to freely operate in today's fight, anytime and anywhere. And now, introducing your 2020 F-22 demonstration team. From Sterling Heights, Michigan, dedicated crew chief, Staff Sergeant Lenny Buscemi. From Hebron, North Carolina, assistant dedicated crew chief, Sea Airman Aaron Bailey. From Mountain Home, Idaho, avionics technician, Staff Sergeant Derek Stewart. From Pickerington, Ohio, avionics technician, Sea Airman Caitlin Tarr. From Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, our AFE specialist, Sea Airman Jessica Sabat. From Dallas, Texas, our public affairs officer, First Lieutenant Samuel Ekholm. From Paso Robles, California, F-22 Demonstration Team Chief, Technical Sergeant Kevin Deweese. From Minneapolis, Minnesota, our safety officer and combat ready fighter pilot, First Lieutenant Spencer Bell. And your 2020 F-22 Demonstration Fighter pilot with more than $1,500 flying fighter aircraft. From Tampa, Florida, give it up for Major Joshua Cabo Gunderson. You are about to witness the maneuvering capabilities of the most advanced and most lethal fighter aircraft in your United States Air Force. The F-22 you will see today is unmodified and fully combat capable. While we can't show you everything that makes a Raptor the most lethal fighter aircraft in the world, we will show you its raw power and thrust vector maneuvering capabilities as it executes maneuvers that no other combat-ready fighter aircraft in the world can perform. The Raptor plays a vital role in the defense of this nation and represents your Air Force's dedication to aim high, fly, fight, and win, ensuring our ability to meet any challenge, anytime, under any condition, anywhere in the world. As today's demonstration begins from your left, you will see the Raptor execute a maximum power takeoff, producing 70,000 pounds of thrust from its powerful F-119 engines. The Raptor will virtually leap off the runway an amazing 1,000 feet. At a safe altitude, Major Gunderson will quickly loop the aircraft, reversing its flight path, then roll while diving straight down. So now it's time to stand up, move forward, because the show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most feared aircraft in the world today, your United States Air Force's F-22 Raptor. Raptor's advanced flight controls, combined with its powerful engines, allows the F-22 to pull more than 9 times the force of gravity. Watch from the right as the Raptor demonstrates its tight turn capabilities with a minimum radius horizontal turn. Then power straight into the vertical. Then watch as Major Gunderson change his direction with the amazing J-turn reposition.
Turn your back, you're a broken man. Come around and just die in shame. Don't expect you to understand.
It comes in any combination of 8 missiles and up to 8 precision satellite-guided bombs. The F-22 is the first supersonic, multi-role, and highly agile stunt fighter with a fully internal combat weapon zone. Ready your cameras as the Raptor banks into the left and cycles his weapons bay doors. Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to dedicate this pass to the first responders of 9/11 and their families. We would also like to remember our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance and those who have given their lives to defend this great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so get those cameras ready to capture this salute. Now from behind and over your right shoulder, the F-22 proudly presents the dedication pass.
Yeah, they were there. Some came home in a pine wood box with those stars and stripes on top.
The F-22 possesses the ability to point its nose at will, even at extremely low airspeeds and high angles of attack.
Exploding! Oh my God, it's exploding! I've never seen that, ever!
reposition and show you what the advanced flight controls and engines can do. As it executes the power loop, you will see why the aircraft is unmatched in the vertical flight as it carves through the loop and doubles its altitude at the end. At the top of the loop, you will see the Raptor rotate around one spot in the sky, utilizing the vector thruster of its powerful F-119 engines, will literally flip the aircraft through the vertical and back to level flight. While on the power loop, you will see the Raptor perform the loaded roll. Mini jets can turn tight, mini jets can roll quickly, and mini jets can climb fast, but not many jets can slide. Watch now from behind as the Raptor flies over, pulls straight into the vertical, and brings his throttles to idle, and then, under complete control, actually slide backwards. Characteristics are phenomenal. Watch now as Major Gunderson repositions the aircraft to crowd lift, reduces the power, slowing the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, and loads up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, you will once again feel the raw power of the jet as Major Gunderson, like those Thunderbirds, and climbs straight into the vertical. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the Raptor's slow speed pass. dedicate today's Heritage Flight to all the military veterans and attendants whose sacrifices over the years have helped preserve American freedom. We hope you enjoy watching this rare formation of classic and caring United States Air Force aircraft on our journey from heritage to horizon.
Here they come.
The legendary P-51 Mustang dominated the skies over Western Europe after introducing World War II. The P-51 Mustang is powered by a Rolls-Royce Maryland 12-cylinder liquid-cooled engine, allowing it to achieve ranges up to 2,000 miles with 210-gallon drop tanks. The Mustang was equipped with 650 caliber Browning machine guns and up to 2,000 pounds of munitions. The single-seat aircraft had a maximum speed of 437 miles per hour and could escort heavy bombers deep into the heart of Germany. The P-51 and the pilots who flew them were crucial in turning the tides of war in the Allies' favor. Behind is the F-35 Lightning with the inverted to inverted. P-51 with the 4-point roll. There's one, there's two, there's three, and there's four.
straight inverted flight back across show center. She will then point the aircraft straight at the ground. Finally, Captain will pull back on the stick to return the aircraft to level flight to complete the split. Coming in from your left, the F-35, performing the unique Swirler. Low-speed flight is crucial in combat. The potent combination of sophisticated flight controls coupled with the most powerful fighter ever built make it possible to reduce the F-35 speed to less than 100 knots. Coming in from your right, Captain Wolf will demonstrate the F-35's slow-speed capability. And then just as she approaches show center, you'll once again feel the raw power of the engine as she lights the afterburner and accelerates the aircraft into a near vertical climb.
Yeah, he stalled. That's 100 knots, they say, but I don't think he's moving at all.
Don't look away yet, as Captain reaches the peak of her climb. She will reposition the aircraft by performing a split out. As she returns to show center, she will then accelerate rapidly and sneakily over a series of aileron rolls that demonstrate the lightning tooth and racing with her ability. And now, dropping in from the left, Captain Wolf executing opposing rolls.
Super band.
It's a pitch up there.
Alright, Mike, that's close enough. Alright, there you go, pulling it out. Mike Whiskus in the pit stop. Sponsored by Lucas Oil, fastest growing oil company in the world. High to the sky. Now, as you were here earlier, I described Mike as a freestyle performer. He does have a written script for the performance that he flies, but he flies like he calls
That's a pitch.
three-dimension in just the way that I feel. If I'm feeling this way, I fly this show. I feel this way, I want to do this. I want to put a little more effort in that. He likes to make his shows three-dimensional. You'll see why later on as he does the mosquito killer pass for you.
It's a lady flying this.
Mike was
Maybe not.
airport for an air show. He loved it so much for the next 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, he rode his bicycle out to the airport and tried to get a job doing anything he could at the airport, sweeping out the hangar, putting fuel in the aircraft, waxing them or whatever. It was too dark obvious that
Let me do a how it goes. These are going to be the Thunderbirds. Okay.
From your left major current, inbound for Hudson at a closing speed of nearly 1,000 miles per hour. Before passing over very sharply, narrowly avoiding each other for the opposing knife edge pass.
Here they come, nice edge pass. Right there, it's going to...
While performing the challenging slow roll.
Slow roll.